Long ago, God was leading his people to a new land. They traveled together through the desert, trusting God every day. A man named Joshua became their leader. God led Joshua and the people toward a city called Jericho. Jericho stood ahead, strong and protected. It had tall walls that seemed impossible to pass. The walls were thick, high, and very strong. Guards watched carefully from the top. The people wondered how they could ever enter. Some felt afraid. Joshua prayed and asked God for help. That night, Joshua trusted God's promise. God was with Joshua. God gave Joshua a plan. Joshua listened carefully. Joshua gathered all the people. He told the priests to carry trumpets. The Ark of the Covenant went first. The people listened quietly. God said to march around the city, only once each day for 6 days. The people were surprised, but Joshua trusted God, and the people obeyed. On the first day they began to march. They walked quietly around the city. The trumpets were carried but not played. The guards watched in confusion. The next day they marched again, still quiet. Children walked with their families. The walls stayed standing. On the third day they returned. They marched with patience. Some people laughed at them, but God's people stayed faithful. On the fourth day they obeyed again. They did exactly what God said. The priests stayed strong. The ark led the way. On the fifth day the people felt tired, but they kept walking. Joshua encouraged them. The walls were still there. On the sixth day they marched once more. This time hope filled their hearts. They trusted God. The guards grew uneasy. Then came the seventh day. They rose early in the morning. They marched around the city once, then a second time and a third. They kept marching. 5 times, 6 times, 7 times. Joshua raised his hand. He said, "Shout!" The trumpets blew loudly. The people shouted together. The ground began to shake. The walls cracked and the walls fell down. Dust filled the air. A path opened into the city.